Hello and welcome. Today's video is on NPC editing. We will be going over the processes used and a few tips and tricks that make editing an NPC easier. So if you are ready, let's begin. So the first thing that needs to be done when creating an NPC for a funeral is you need the appearance information to make the NPC look like who it's supposed to be representing. For this video, we are using a friend's account that was recently hacked. The next step is to create the NPC itself. This can be done by making it the traditional way, or use pre-made and posed NPCs that is set aside for specific use. For my friend's body, we will be needing the 1.0 package. The venue and or place you edit the body and other stuff does not have to be a specific location. It can be just a standard baseplate. I tend to use my main office and I have a prep room in the basement, just so it looks a little bit more professional. A little trick to use here is to make use of identifying platelets, tags, and other stuff to make sure that you keep the right name for the NPC all throughout the process. The next step here is getting the appearance information. This is made of the skin tone, the hair, the clothing, and any other personal items that are supposed to be on the body as requested by the client or by the person who themselves. My friend here has the blonde winner's hair and the Andrew's beard facial, so we shall be adding on these first. A little trick here to making the hair easier to put on is you copy the orientation of the head and putting it in place of the hair. You can access that stuff by using the properties. Another trick is also using the position of the head to position the hair and scaling it and setting it in as needed from there. You can do this as many hats and as many hair pieces as need be. A little thing to keep note here is that I intend to keep my stud scale at a 0.20 to 0.10 stud range, while occasionally turning it off to do minute adjustments. A little tip that I have garnered from experience is that using properties, finding the parent line, you can click it and then click the model that you want the pieces to go into. There's no dragging and no grouping that is needed. From here, we go on to adding in the clothes. You can simply do that by clicking the plus symbol next to the part or model you want to add the stuff into, and finding the shirt and pants add-on. Clicking those will add them into the model. From there, we will go find the ID of the clothing items we want to wear. The ID you want is in the URL above highlighted. You simply just copy the ID and you paste it into the template line of the properties. That will directly set the clothing onto the character. There is no editing that needs to be done to that ID whatsoever for this to take place. The next step is to set them up for the viewing of the family. This is done using a casket, coffin, or however that's requested to be done. For this, we will use a coffin. The difference between a casket and coffin is coffins are tapered at the feet, usually consisting of 6 to 8 sides, and usually are made of wood. Caskets are rectangular and can be made out of metal, wood, plastic, or a combination of multiples. From here, we will set the body into the coffin. This can be done using just regular drag tools, or if you are able to just click and drag the body into it. The body should be centered and should be oriented the same way as the coffin. It does not matter if it's a little inset into the brick a bit, as long as it's not halfway or the majority of the way through. Small little unnoticeable section can be allowed. From here, we will pose the body and make all the arrangements necessary to get the place ready for the family to view them. For this occasion, it's not really formal, as it's just a direct cremation, so he is being set directly onto the cremation chamber and ready for cremation after he has been viewed. Then from here, we create all the rest of the stuff that's needed. This is anything from burial vaults to the vehicles to any flower arrangements or anything else that is supposed to be with the funeral during the funeral or involved with the funeral at all. For this occasion, we are using a timeless classic urn painted in a cocoa red color for wood, marked with a black diamond plate trim. His name is put on the top in a small plaque on this occasion, but can also be done in a GUI or 3D text. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and learned a little bit. If you have any suggestions about how to do this better and or any suggestions for video topics, or if you have any questions, link them in the comments below or message me on Roblox. Thank you and have a nice day.